I don't know how to set anything. I feel lost right now for some weird reason. Got my dog Athena right here taking a nap as I'm about to do this, but you guys are probably more concentrated on this, the Canon R3. I'm basically gonna do a first impression because I haven't opened it. I'm saving it for this video. So I am super excited and eager to open this thing. You guys don't already know, it is Canon's new mirrorless camera. It's like the 1DX Mark III, but the mirrorless version. It's supposed to be super light, it's supposed to be super amazing, shoots super fast, and it's like the R5, but better. Not in megapixels though. We'll talk about that in a minute. Oh, the eyepiece comes separately. Look at that. Nice. Ooh, this is a cool camera strap right here. I say cool because the word is kind of like goldish. Look, why doesn't it say R3 on there? Oh, it's actually a nice one. Okay. Another thing that I do like is that this Canon box is different than the Canon box that we had on the R5. Remember the R5 and how I was complaining about the fact that it was like all this plastic in there? And it just, you can never put the camera back to how you got it. It's just kind of annoying. So I didn't like it. I didn't like the way they had that box. It just wasn't enjoyable. This is a lot better. So once you open it, as you can see, the camera is right inside. But just like all reviews, we're gonna save that for a second later. Talk about all these other stuff. So these things are small. Let's just get this out of the way. This is a big battery. I am not used to this type of battery. That's interesting. Wow, LP19. This battery is supposed to last you over 1,000 shots. That's a lot, considering the R5 on good days was like 300 shots. So that's one of the things that I didn't like about the R5 is that you had to keep changing out batteries all the time. Oh, dope. Okay, so these are like if you want to use the cables so you don't accidentally kick the wire off. There's also another cable on here that I wish they added a different one, but they did it. And yeah, it's just one of the things that I wish they did. And again, I will show you guys once we get into the camera what I mean. Might have to put that out. Cable for the charger, okay? And then the charger itself. The charger is huge. This isn't like a regular Canon charger. Look at this. This is gigantic, okay? And this basically unleashed right there. I'm gonna put it on the A side actually. Boom, just like that. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna be safe about it and actually just charge up this battery right now. Then we'll come back and talk about the R3. The moment we've all been waiting for. You ready for this, Athena? She's done. She's sleeping. It is so light. What the heck? I don't get it. It is. I can't even believe that this is the camera. What? I don't know where anything is. Where do I put the battery? Here. It has to be here. Oh, there. Okay. I always enjoy these eye covers. I don't know why some people shoot like this. It trips me out. Like I just don't understand it. Ooh, I love the fact that it comes out like that too. See how it's further away from the back? So now my face is not hitting the screen and I can look through the viewfinder without having to worry about having my face kind of smashed. Because usually when I'm using other cameras, I always feel like my face is like on the screen. And sometimes I touch the screen a lot. Little things I know, but considering, yes. It actually matters, okay? You guys know that I've used the R5 in the past and I've used it a lot. I've had multiple videos about the R5 on my channel. So if you guys haven't seen those videos, make sure you guys check that out. So this is the first time I've ever held this camera. The first time I've ever even touched the R3. And it is extremely light. It looks heavy because look at the size of this, right? It looks like it's gonna be really heavy, but it's not. It's extremely light and I'm super impressed of how Canon was able to do that. It just feels like an R5. I'm so impressed about the size. Okay. Well, that's interesting. This is the first time I've ever seen a cap like this. A cap that covered the hot shoe mount. It's a nice one too. I can leave it on there and not having to worry about like the little plastic, like this little plastic thing. The buttons on here is so different. There's a drive autofocus here. Oh man, all the buttons are pretty different. The front is cool, the MF is there, the light here, exposure comp, shutter speed I'm guessing, aperture if I wanted to, and then you got focusing. The autofocus button, the joystick, it's different now. It isn't joystick, I think it's like a sensor, the autofocus on. It's like there's something on it and I feel like you can like move it, kind of like a trackpad. And then you also have the joystick, which is cool. So I don't know what this AF on thing is. I'm gonna have to turn it on and really check it out because it looks like one of those sensors where you move your finger around. It does, but I don't know. And then I do like where the picture switch is and the camera switch is. I like the fact that it's sitting right there and it's easy to switch it on and off. Cool, I dig that. The play button's on this side, which is kind of weird, but it kind of makes sense when you go vertical and then the play button is down here. So then, you know, you can hold your camera and then you can press the play button. It makes sense. But if you're holding your camera horizontally, landscape mode, I guess it works. The Q button is nice and small, it's tight hidden. The wheel is really nice and responsive. It has nice ticking on there. I like it. There is no button though, comparing to like cameras like the Sony where there is a button on the wheel. So right, left, up, down, those are all buttons, which is cool. Okay, all the vertical grip is about the same. All this button is about the same. And then you have buttons in front. You have 4 buttons in front. And those can also be customizable. But look at how far they are. It's kind of weird, right? Like if I press this and I'm trying to change this, it's kind of weird. So I don't know, I gotta start using this camera more to find out what I want to assign to those buttons. The screen, the monitor is huge. It is so big. I love the size of this. It's supposed to be the biggest and nicest monitor Canon has ever made on like an R5 or R6, even the RRP. It has 5 million dots, something like that. The viewfinder is super nice, 120. So on these ports right here, you have Ethernet there, you have the mic jack right here. Ooh, this kind of folds down pretty nicely. You have the mic jack and the headphone jack, which is really neat if you're recording. And then here you have the charger, the USB Type-C, and a mini HDMI out. Actually, I think that's a micro. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So see how it's like super tiny. This is a micro. This camera body is so big. Like, I feel like they can just put in a full HDMI. And I know a lot of people say that, but it's true. I'm looking at it and I think, yeah, dude, you can put in a full HDMI. My tiny Sony camera has a full HDMI. So I don't know why they wouldn't put a full HDMI in here. Like, I don't know design-wise. I have no idea why they wouldn't. So one of the things that I really do love about Canon cameras nowadays is that they have added a flip screen to all their mirrorless camera. Yes, I think all their cameras has this now. Like, they don't have that stuck feature in the back anymore. And there are many reasons why the flip screen is really good. And I did miss it with my A1 because, one, I can see myself. Like, for example, I can't see myself recording right now, but I can see myself here. So I just need to look here and know that it's still recording, or know that it's recording me and I'm in the frame perfectly, how it looks like. And then 2, the most important thing is that when you have your camera packed in your backpack, it is covered. The screen is protected. Not like, okay, so with my Sony, right, it's kind of like this all the time. So if I put it in my backpack and I don't know, something happens, but the screen can crack or it can be scratched easily. But this, tucked away, now it's protected, okay? Of course, seeing yourself is really nice when you're by yourself and you're the only person taking a picture. Now I can do self-portraits because I can see myself and I don't have to guess that I'm in the frame. That's also nice. 3 things, you see that? 3 things just from a flip out screen. Another cool thing that I love that cameras are adding nowadays is the gate. Okay, the gate that they have in here is protecting the sensor, which is extremely nice. Of course, don't punch the gate, don't touch it, don't feel it. Just leave it alone, let it do its job. That right there is the best. So now when I'm changing lens, I don't have to be like, oh my God, you know, hiding it and stuff. It's protected. I love these, like the feel of this. The texture feels so good. Honestly, it has like a golf ball feel, which is kind of crazy. Now, you look closely, it has those like golf ball looks on it, and man, this is a beautiful design. It's gorgeous. I think that's what I like about Canon is like the way it feels. It feels like a nice camera quality, the premium feel of it, and it doesn't feel like it's gonna break really easily. It feels like it's really durable, very weather sealed. I love it. If you guys didn't know, it does take one CF Express card B and a SD card. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you guys haven't already, because in here, you're gonna see a bunch of R3 videos and a bunch of Canon related videos too, as I'm gonna be using this. So make sure you subscribe to check those out. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.